Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. I wanted to read something to you today. It's from uh, it's a passage from Seneca, one of the great Stoics. He said, "It's not at all that we have too short of time to live, but that we squander a great deal of it. Life is long enough, and it's given in sufficient measure to do many great things if we spend it well. But when it's poured down the drain of luxury and neglect, when it's employed to no good end, we are finally driven to see that it has passed by before we even recognized its passing. And so it is. We don't receive a short life, we make it so." That one, that really struck me today, in particular, because I noticed a stark contrast between yesterday and today. Yesterday, I it's interesting, even though it was Christmas Day, and I had a lovely day with my family. There was a certain stagnancy to it. It felt it felt like it just couldn't quite get going. Like there was just something missing from the day. And perhaps it had a little bit to do with lack of sleep the night before. Probably a good bit. Um, lack of sleep the night before, not getting as early of a start as I usually do, not getting my morning routines in the way that I like to before I start the rest of the day. I kind of had to get them in to play catch up. Definitely had a little bit of food that I do not normally eat. That definitely plays a factor in it as well. But then there's such stark contrast between that day and today, where I got up very, very early, before the sunrise, before anyone else, and got my time in with myself, got my meditation in, really filled my own cup first with my reading, my journaling, all these different things. And there was so much less of a compulsion to fill my time with useless things. I've given up YouTube for this entire month of December, and I think I'm going to go ahead and continue doing that in January, because I'm feeling such a lightness in my system. Like, I still have moments where I see like little portions of clips and stuff like that in other social media sites. But I'm not sitting down and watching those things. And it's making a tremendous difference on my life right now. It feels like I have so much more time. But I always had that time. Always. And that's what that passage reminded me of today, is that I always have that time there. It's just whether or not you're actually squandering it or actually using it. Are you actually using the time of the day that you have toward a productive end, toward quality means, toward a better life? You know, if if yes, then keep the course, keep doing what you're doing. But if no, find out what those things are that are holding you back, isolate them, and replace them with something that is going to be moving you forward in your life. This is the value of having those healthy morning habits, healthy evening habits, and healthy daytime habits. Having that consistency with those things, it really is and really does make all the difference with the kind of life you end up creating for yourself. And I feel that happening in my life right now. I have for far too long put my genuine needs, my actual needs, not my addictions. There's a difference. Not my addictions, but my actual needs. I've been putting those secondary for a good solid portion of my life. And now to identify what my addictive patterns are versus what healthy patterns are for myself, and to start to really, really focus on the healthy patterns and healthy habits. That's the way that I invest in myself. That's how I fill my own cup. And that's how I end up eventually creating the life that I want. Because honestly, the life that I want is the one that I'm already kind of living right now. It's just there's the monetary abundance that is definitely, I know that I can do better in. Having that extra layer of financial stress just not present in my life anymore, that feels fantastic. But honestly, a lot of other things I'm already doing. Connecting deeply and intimately with close friends, building close friendships, uh, taking time each day to nurture my mind, to fill my mind with quality material through reading, through occasionally listening to a podcast, um, and taking the time to express those connections that are made in my own mind by taking pen to paper and putting that down, writing down my thoughts, really, really focusing on journaling, really focusing on writing, and then doing something like this. Like, this is a form of public speaking. This is a form of a town hall sort of thing where I'm coming out here, sharing my thoughts, sharing what wisdom I do have, and hopefully it is helping someone else. So it feels so, 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 so good to be doing these things that I'm doing. I just want to be able to do them more. I want to be able to do them more effectively. I want to be able to do them more consistently. And having these focuses on quality habits is exactly what's going to allow me to do that more and more. So that would be my suggestion, or a possibility for any person who's watching this today, is to just find and identify and isolate those things that are holding you back, the habits that are the addictive patterns that are holding you back in your life. Isolate those, and don't just simply try to remove them. Replace them with a quality habit. That's the way to actually get rid of a bad habit, is to replace them with a good one. So if you do those things, I can just about guarantee, from what limited vantage point I do have, that at the very least, you're going to feel more satisfied at the end of the day. You're going to feel like you actually lived your life that day. That's exactly how I feel today. I feel like I actually really lived my life. I did quality things. I connected with people. I filled my mind with good material. And then I was able to speak it out to other people as well. This is a form of that connection. So thank you all very much for taking the time to listen. I hope this benefited you in some way. And I'm already looking forward to the next share. And I love you all, and God bless until then. Bye bye.